Hello everyone. So today I'm gonna tell you about the pyramids here. So this is actually the first pyramid ever built here. I don't know what's wrong with my voice, but yeah. This was originally used by leaders here, like not senators, but basically like important people would sleep here and live here. This flag was actually put in afterwards, after the original pyramid didn't have these banners. And this place, this water is said to be holy. This infinite waterfall is said to be holy, and people bathe in it, so they get blessed. And people say that people who sleep here will be blessed with the holiness of the water, because they're next to it often. They have chances to bathe in it, so they will be blessed. Yeah. This pyramid was built from this kind of brick, but which is actually fairly standard even today. Even though most modern pyramids are coated in some kind of stairs. Let's say that this one is purely just blocks, as well as this one, because this is, I'm gonna talk about it later, as well as this is coated in stairs. So a lot of pyramids are sometimes coated in stairs, not always. This pyramid, for example, wasn't. It had two bauxite like this and two things right here. There's not much special about it. The only reason it's visited so often is that, well, it has the holy water here, holy waterfall, and it has people, here, and has, well, it's the first pyramid. Who would not go to the first, basically one of the first, if not the first, building ever built in Atlantis? It's next to the old city, and people still live in this old city, by the way. I'm gonna talk about it in another video. Yeah, here's diamonds. They supposedly make the water even holier, because, well, diamonds are washed with it, and apparently that helps health or something. Now this pyramid was made to house soldiers, warriors actually, because modern soldiers actually live in normal houses, but old warriors and new warriors actually who've proven themselves in battle, or just proven themselves, still live in this place. Just has some places, like this is separate from the, it's basically connected to the pyramid, technically separate, but it's connected, same purpose. And there is an entrance over here. This is the main entrance. You would look at the Emperor. The Emperor would be given a ladder to climb up, and basically what he did all day was sit and be given stuff, eat stuff, read stuff. Wouldn't even have to come off the throne most of the day. And just to sleep, he slept in this little thing. But more famous of an entrance is this. And though you bang your head against the ceiling, it is actually not an entrance. It's a hole from the ship. During the one of the dynasties, the emperor was sitting here as always, and people did not like his commands, like at all. Soldiers especially, because they did some stuff on the ship that emperor did not like, so he commanded them to stop. So they got mad, fired a cannon at him, and then after they fired, they climbed off the ship and proceeded to go to the pyramid. They went up and climbed up the stairs and tried attacking the emperor. Emperor managed to escape and is now currently, well, not currently, but his grandchildren are actually the ones, will be the ones attacking the wall. Now, speaking of the wall, before the wall is this. This is basically all it is a big library. This is a giant library. You need a ladder to reach the top shelves, or if you're really high, something not that kind of high. I mean, no. I mean, people from Atlantis did like to get high, to be honest. But getting that kind of high wouldn't help you in reaching the top shelf. Oops. Yeah. This basically was a maze. If you didn't know what book was where, then well, you weren't having luck. This is the reading area. So if you wanted to read, you can just take it home. I mean, you could take it home, but you would need to get permission from the emperor, and would be punished if you did not give it back. The main reading area was here. Currently, laws have kind of changed, so you need to only ask someone in here, someone knowledgeable, hey, can I take this book? And you can take this book. So the reading area is still kind of used if you want to talk about it with people, and it's a great meeting place. Maybe something to eat, be well here, good here. without a book. You don't want to get the books dirty. But yeah, people sat here back to back and talked, sometimes just read. Mostly just read books. Everything was next to each other here. But this place was for the more knowledgeable people. Yeah, so philosophers and scribes would often sit here to read and even write. If you wanted to get a book from here, you just climb up, take a book. And if you didn't have the book you wanted, you could just move to the library. Also, sometimes people just sat here and read like this. But there was a carpet here. There is a carpet here, so you can sit down on the floor and read stuff, books. That was basically. Oh wait, there is stuff here. There are lists of emperors, old emperors. This list is far greater now, but there is a list of all the emperors, not all, but old emperors. The first one was Alfred I the Builder. He is the one who led the first houses of the old town, old place, to be built. Yeah, he was great. He was the first emperor. There's a bunch of emperors after. Most served less than 5 years because they were often just left because they were bored and wanted to do stuff. Sometimes they were killed. Alfred VII, the librarian. He actually proposed this place. He didn't build this. He was actually lived way before even the wall was built. But he did propose a pyramid very similar to this one, with a library of Atlantis like this, as well as a reading area. Though this place was only added after, it was built. Actually, the wall itself was built by Sarah the Empress. She lived, and she knew of she heard of an invasion, so she built a wall. Though the invasion didn't come for a long time, but it did eventually come, so that was a good idea to build the wall. Now, we also have another portal that actually spawns in a bastion. This was not planned, but I guess this bastion was built also by was discovered and is going to be repurposed by the Atlanteans to do stuff in it. Yeah, so this place will be repurposed to do stuff actually useful. and maybe defend if Greeks or Turks ever come through. These books are completely empty. They're only symbolic. These bookshelves are completely these books are completely empty. Just empty pages. This is just symbolic of knowledge and stuff. Also, there is a place where people just can look around, you know. Wow. See the views. Be on top of the world and stuff. They can even do something like this. Go up all the way. And look from there, here. See everything. The wall here. Still not taller than the wall. Or they can even go up here, which is pretty dangerous, but if there have been reports of people dying when falling off here, but who cares? They're too stupid. Yeah. The better option is just going up there because it's taller anyways. But yeah, this place was specifically made for looking. At this point it was, I think, almost the tallest point. Definitely the tallest point accessible, because these places were accessible sometimes when the government gave ladders for tourists, sometimes, but not often. So mostly this place is inaccessible. So together, this was basically the tallest point. This was definitely the tallest point, always accessible. Now onto the next pyramid, which is actually not completed yet. Definitely not completed. We'll look at room 1 later, but here's room 2, Pokój Tor. They have foods, stuffs, full beds for people, 1 double bed and 2 separate beds, their own stuff and stuff, crafting table. This is basically just for staying, nothing really big here. People didn't really spend much time here. And the next rooms are identical, completely identical. And here, identical, completely the same. Now, the first room was definitely not identical. The first room was for people, well, not for specific people, because the rooms were actually picked by lottery. So for 6 months, you would get a room. You do get a room. Specific people who sign up for the lottery, you're very lucky even if you get a room. And it's even because, well, it's still not built, so you're very, very, very lucky if you get a room. But you're especially lucky if you get this weed. Some stuff for the people to enjoy. What is big? We didn't see anything. I can replace it. Though how did what was it this? No, it didn't. Don't think it was this. Fuck you. I think it was this. And here was, I think it was this. Alright, I have to remember not to click on it. Here was a lectern, you could read something, you could put something in here. Also here, this was a screen. Yes, they do have screens in Atlantis. You could read books from here, or even watch Atlantube. Guess Atlantube. YouTube. My God. At least I remember which painting it was. That is the YouTube of Atlantis, Atlantube. This was basically a TV. Only for one person. Only for one person though. You could sit here, eat some food if you wanted to, I guess. Talk to someone. Enjoy the painting. Since there was no windows in these apartments, the thing, you had to have paintings if you wanted windows. Yeah. Also, there's a pool here. Not a great pool because, well, it's hard to navigate, but a pool nonetheless. It's really hard to navigate. Probably was a mistake to put trapdoors. Yeah, and the trapdoors are the only way. Like, are you supposed to go all the way around every time you? Yeah, no. 2 personal chests. Other chest here, which is not fair because this is for 2 people and this is for 1 people. Like, what the fuck, scam? Yeah, you had a bunch of paintings here. And plus a refrigerator and a bunch of plants. You got to have plants, yay. You had a copy of Fighters, probably one of the most famous paintings in all of Atlantis. An enchanting table, a bit of stuff if you wanted to do something. Also had 2 things here, which again not fair because double chest and single chest. We just ignore that. A lot of flowers and flower pots and things like that to smell the nature, even though you could just take a walk. Well, yeah, you didn't want to take a walk because, well, you already had to go a while until you got to work, so yeah. But you had a cool room, and you actually probably spent most of your day in this room because you also got a bit of money paid if you are in this room. Yes, for free. You didn't even have to work and you could afford food, barely. Yeah, but most people did end up going to work because work is important, because you don't get all the money from the government always. So yeah, this is definitely still under construction. There's gonna be a big, not pillar, but big thing, like staircase. I don't know. Going up, and yeah, like so this was that pyramid, and now for the beast of all pyramids, the Great Pink Pyramid of Atlantis, a skyscraper. Even it literally scraped the clouds. It scraped the clouds. Who would have thunk? Yeah. So if you, I was actually not intending for it to be a cloud scraper, for it to literally be a skyscraper, for it to scrape the clouds. It was not my intention, but it ended up being like that. I guess that just happened. So yeah, you can walk in the clouds here if you want to. I actually built this without knowing the height, so that's a coincidence. I just calculated using coordinates what places do I have to go to, so it would be like equal, you know what I mean. But here is actually the original fighters. Here we have Christopher, not the actual Christopher Zetterstrand, but this Christopher Zetterstrand in lore of Atlantis. Christopher Zetterstrand, born in a small village invaded by Greeks, moved to Atlantis, waiting area where he stayed for over a year. Once the administration sent crews to set up colonies, he moved into Colony 1 in the Badlands area. He lived in a tent of stakes and wall with one other person in a camp with multiple people. There he painted fighters. It portrays two fighters, one in white and the other in blue. The one in blue is on a block high ledge. They are in position ready to fight. The background is blue, yellow, and cream. The fighters seem to be standing on grass. Christopher Zetterstrand, along with four others, painted skull on fire and multiple other paintings. We have decided to put fighters under the stairway to the garden, since it is said that old Atlantean fighters fought and meditated in grassy areas. Put the book back. Oh yeah. Also thought this stairway actually looks pretty cool. And here is the garden, the plains, the start of the garden and building. Beehive here, small beehive. Sized beehive. There is a couple of trees and stuff, and you know what else? That was not a question. Yeah, flowers. It's pretty beautiful here. I have fireflies. You have a bunch of stuff. This will definitely be continued building. Definitely, this entire thing will be filled, the brim with stuff. Yeah, this is pretty great area to sit somewhere, maybe even meditate, or just take a walk. Enjoy fake nature along this path. You can just enjoy the nature without having to get off of the city. It's great. So yeah, the pyramid is gigantic, so yeah, I'm definitely gonna maybe a lot more in my lifetime. I don't think in the next 80 years or so that I will live. Maybe 70, maybe 60, maybe 1. Who knows that I will live. I don't think I will ever complete this. But who knows? Who knows? Maybe I'll complete it. Maybe I won't. So yeah, that was the pyramids. I hope you've had fun learning about the ancient culture and lore of this great city. Currently getting ready for attacks that the city will hopefully not fall to the Greeks or Turks, our main enemies. Yeah, those were the pyramids. There's only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pyramids here. It's gonna be more. There's definitely gonna be more pyramids. Most of them are probably gonna be either small or big and incomplete, but who knows. But yeah, I should definitely complete this maybe first. I don't know. I hope that I will complete this in my lifetime, this pyramid, because, well, currently people, although there is no way of visualizing that, there's people all over that place, right here in this place, not just right here, all over the place, in sleeping bags, on sleeping bags, even under the parliament, under the senate. Sometimes there's a lot of people, even people who have waterproof sleeping bags and floating sleeping bags, just be there, even though there is border guards. Basically, they stand here, try to get everyone out of the city who tries to cross, because there's also immigrants, and well, Atlantis wants to take them because great fighters, they could become great fighters and be useful for the economy. But yeah, the sleeping situation is not great here, so only the luckiest can have a room or even a place to sleep at all. So yeah, hope you had fun learning about not only the pyramids but a bit about the city. I'm gonna go a bit in depth about this wall right here. What were the cases and what was it used? Monuments, maybe the wall under construction, and a bunch of other stuff. Might also talk about the old city, not old city, but old town area, the original place that was built together with this pyramid. And yeah, hope you had fun. Bye.